Patients have questions about different types of resurfacing, the most common being laser resurfacing. But I want to step back because really what it's about is energy. It's all about energy. This is an example of plasma energy right here. So I'm going to talk about plasma energy. Plasma is ionized gas. So ionized gas produces heat, and that is the key part, meaning energy delivery equals heat production. So it's all about delivering heat to an area, to a target, safely and effectively. So here are two plasma-based devices, meaning we're using plasma energy to deliver heat to the skin to cause a controlled injury that will tighten the skin, improve the skin quality, tighten the skin, reduce discoloration, basically turn back the clock. So this is using nitrogen gas. So the type of plasma that's being produced by this device is using nitrogen that is ionized to produce heat. And that little burst of heat that we see there is from nitrogen plasma. So this device, when you do this treatment, has minimal downtime. I want patients to have about 5 to 7 days of recovery from this treatment, meaning after the treatment, you'll have a little bit of swelling, a little bit of redness. Usually the swelling looks good. And usually on day 3, 4, and 5, you'll get a dry, flaky peel. This gives us tightening and texture improvement. Now this device here is also plasma. The plasma energy that's used with this device is using helium gas. And this is the most aggressive treatment we have. And I'm one of the thought leaders, one of the pioneers that uses this for resurfacing the skin using helium gas. And I've written 2 published papers, and I'm on the consensus panel deciding. They chose 10 physicians to decide how to safely do this treatment and consider post-treatment care, and I was one of those 10 across the country. This treatment is using helium plasma to deliver heat to the skin. With this treatment, I want patients to have ideally about 2 weeks of recovery, 2 weeks of downtime. The worst of it is the first 5 to 7 days, but I do want you to have 2 weeks. Significant swelling, redness. You look in the mirror and you think, oh my gosh, what did I do? But the result is by far the most significant wrinkle reduction, tightening, and overall skin rejuvenation by turning back the clock, 10, 20 years in a lot of my patients. So 5 to 7 days downtime with the nitrogen plasma, 2 weeks with the helium plasma. And we have other devices that are used for resurfacing in the office, and those other devices are typically using laser energy. So laser light is what's delivering the heat. And in those choices, we have devices that have little to no downtime, maybe 3 days where you have a little bit of swelling. That would be something like the Halo procedure. And I think we'll do a follow-up video just focusing on Halo. But that is using laser light. And we also can use that same laser in a more aggressive way. But at the end of the day, it's still about delivering heat. So we can use a laser to deliver heat, radio frequency to deliver heat. That would be our RF microneedling. That's also another type of treatment that we'll focus on in a follow-up video. But the take-homes would be primarily laser and plasma energy to deliver heat with little to no downtime. If you have questions about the kind of downtime, it's always going to be best to probably get an individualized consultation because these treatments will vary depending on how mild or aggressive we are, meaning every single type of treatment that delivers energy can be more aggressive or it can be more mild depending on your goals and recovery time. So we want to take that into consideration. And these treatments are typically done with lighter skin types. So skin types 1, 2, 3, and maybe even a 4 at the borderline. But lighter skin types. So if someone has darker, more ethnic skin, that's when we're gonna make other choices, typically more the RF microneedling, which we'll talk about in a future video. So hopefully this helps clarify as far as the simplicity of what we're doing, which is really about delivering energy to produce heat, which will end up causing the skin to either peel or be rejuvenated with very little dryness, little peeling, or more significant swelling. And when we talk about more downtime, it simply means more time for the injury to heal. As a general rule, these treatments are not painful post-treatment. It's more uncomfortable because you're dry, tight, and swollen. There's not really much in the way of discomfort, but that's something that we will follow up and continue to make sure that you're getting a safe and comfortable and effective result. Cheers.